So, how might all this tie together, you might ask? And eventually become, oh, I want to go buy some gold. So, you know, the severity of the events and whatnot, perhaps I'll elaborate further. It's just like, I have the pipe that we use was a pipe from it was like an Italian pipe from overseas, import, only used for pipe tobacco. And I just thought, oh, I need this. And they were just like, I want this. I took it. It's mine. And then did not smoke any tobacco at all. Just like really just niggardly, distasteful things. Didn't think anything of it. Didn't even think anything of it. It was just like, whatever. It's not even being used. It don't matter. And then I housed this import from overseas from when my folks were in the service in this bank pouch, and the bank pouch was used for dollar bills, like from from produce, and then like raking in a couple hundo, trying to get a jump start on college, and then I'm like housing this stuff, this like praline nugs solid purple. I'm like housing it in there after I got done using it for money and just like transferring money back and forth. And then it just like ruminates and just like it just stays that smell of like that granddaddy perk for almost a decade. And it was just like, oh my, it was just so, just like, oh, it was so gross. It was so like unbelievable. It was just like, oh man, it's so just, oh, that's awesome. Oh, all right. And so, didn't think anything of it. And it was just like, I housed this granddaddy perp in there, and then I housed, like this import pipe from overseas, from my folks who were in the service. Didn't think anything of it. And then it was just like, never even used it for tobacco. Didn't think anything of it. It was like, whatever. And then, I kept that for years and years. It was just like, had all my supplies and trinkets in there and stuff like that. But, so like, this like, I postulate, or I gander that this is when the seed was sown, and it bore this understanding. Oh, I'm gonna do two birds with one stone. I'm gonna get a jump start on college so I don't have to work. And oh man, it's just like this idea leads to like I get attacked by family. Like one of my folks was like, you lied to me, you dirty little shit, and like hit me in the face. And this is a very peaceful, pacified individual, like hit me in the face, like, oh, how dare you, like, very emotional night. Like she didn't forgive me for that for 6 or 7 years. I mean, I got kicked out of the house for that. I got kicked out of the house for that. She didn't forgive me for like 6 or 7 years. And then, so yeah, like this whole understanding of all this stuff like happens in succession. It's just like I took this interesting opportunity arises. I buy a quarter for the first time. I always like threw in on it, and like we would get it for like the weekend as friends and stuff. And then no, but this one, oh, I bought this quarter. I bought this quarter with the money I made from hustling. So it was just like, it was just off the wall, off the wall. And then like this bank pouch it just houses money that I was gonna use to pay for things for school, and I turned it into where it houses that pipe, that import, and then like this night happens, and I don't think anything of it. I just keep it. I mean, like, oh man, there's just like, there's so much happens that continues from that on, from like just snowballs, just like very big cluster of confusion.